The first teaser for Avengers Doomsday just leaked, and I am going to react to it and then break it down for you right now. I'm not going to be able to show any of the footage because, obviously, like, this is a leak. Like, this was not officially released. But they're doing this thing where they're going to release 4 separate teaser trailers in theaters exclusively and not releasing to the public yet. And the first of those teasers has already leaked, so I'm going to react to it right now and then do my best to describe to you what happens in it. Okay. This is Steve's house from Endgame. Oh no. So that's Steve right there. Oh! Oh no! Oh! What? Oh! Oh! Oh, the Doomsday countdown. Okay, that's it. Okay, so, like, not a whole lot, just like a minute-long teaser, but that teaser has just confirmed that Chris Evans is returning as Steve Rogers in Doomsday. Holy crap, like, it was rumored for a long time, and basically all but confirmed that Chris Evans would be in Doomsday. To what extent and what role, it wasn't really known whether he was going to play a variant of Captain America, Old Man Cap, or like a Captain Hydra, like an evil Captain America or something like that. But this confirms that this is going to be the Steve Rogers from the end of Endgame when he stayed back in time with Peggy. So this is our Steve Rogers from, like, phases 1 through 3. It's the same Captain America. And, like he's living out his life with Peggy. He has a kid now. And it looks like Doom is probably coming after him. Basically, the teaser starts with Cap getting off a motorcycle. He, like, puts his uniform, like, down. And, like, you see the house from the end of Endgame. And then cut to him holding his baby. So, Steve and Peggy have a baby now. So, that's insane. And you know what that means? That kid is a super soldier. And then it's just text, like a classic Marvel post-credit scene that says Steve Rogers will return in Avengers Doomsday. Whew! It has also been rumored for a while that because of what Steve did at the end of Endgame, and like Avengers Doomsday is going to serve as basically a direct sequel to Endgame, that's how they're describing it, to where in September of next year they are re-releasing Endgame with an all-new post-credit scene that's going to tie directly into Doomsday. So that's going to be very interesting whenever that happens. But yeah, it's been talked about for a while that because of what Steve did and staying back in time and creating a new timeline, that Doom is going to come after him for that. Or that could lead to, like, some kind of incursion or something like that. And then after that text, cut to, like, the green, like, Avengers logo, and it says December 2026, and then the Doomsday clock countdown begins. So, whoo! There are a number of different possibilities of who this kid could be. As far as the children that Steve has had in the comics, one of the most significant is Ian Rogers, also known as Nomad, who is the biological son of Arnim Zola, who Steve adopted and raised in Dimension Z. Ian eventually takes up the mantle of Nomad, one of Steve's past aliases. On the other hand, there's a character named James Rogers, who is the biological son of Steve Rogers, but the mother is Black Widow. So, and then he goes on to lead like the next generation of Avengers. I mean, just going off the teaser, it kind of looked like a baby boy to me. So, like, I'm gonna say it's either gonna be Ian or James, and regardless of which one they go with, they're gonna have to change the comic origin because neither of them are the biological children of Steve and Peggy. Steve also had two daughters in the comics, Sarah Rogers and Ellie Rogers. Sarah was in an alternate reality of What If, and Steve and the X-Men's Rogue have a daughter named Sarah, who became known as Crusader. And Ellie Rogers in the Secret Wars storyline, so she does have a connection to Secret Wars. She is the biological daughter of Steve and Sharon Carter. And then the Ultimate Universe just goes insane with it, with the Red Skull being revealed as Steve's illegitimate son, born to Gally Richards, who became a high-level assassin and villain. What? So as far as those go, none of them have the direct connection of being the biological children of Steve and Peggy. So what's most likely gonna happen is they're going to take either Ian or James and just make them the son of Steve and Peggy. There is a universe where Steve does not get put into the ice and Sharon Rogers becomes his daughter. And she would later go on to carry the mantle of Captain America. And I doubt they would use Sharon Rogers because Sharon Carter is already a character in the MCU, so like, what would even be the point of that? There was also a Steven Rogers Jr. in another What If storyline where he was the oldest son of Steve and Sharon. Again, seems pretty unlikely that they would do that. But regardless of what the identity of this child we see in the teaser is, I have a feeling they're definitely setting that up to once Secret Wars happens, that child is gonna grow up to be a new version of Captain America, most likely. Or Nomad or something like that. Like, I think we all kind of knew that Cap would probably play a role in this movie, but I don't think anyone thought that it would be like this big of a role to where like literally the first teaser and first footage we ever see of the movie is confirming that Cap is coming back. So, I mean, he has to play a huge role. And, I mean, that doesn't mean that he won't also be in the movie, or at least, like, come back in Secret Wars as, like, a Hydra Captain America, which I would really like to see, or just, like, separate variants or stuff like that. But, like, yeah, that is crazy. So, yeah, that does it for my reaction and breakdown of the first leaked teaser for Avengers Doomsday. And you can add Chris Evans to the official confirmed cast of Avengers Doomsday. I'm still waiting for that second cast reveal because there are still so many unconfirmed actors that like have to be in this movie. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.